Welcome to It Is What It Is, a true crime podcast. Hopefully everybody's been doing well. I've missed doing this. It's just been life and everything else. So, anywhozer, I got a message from one of my Instagram followers. I didn't ask her if I could say her name, so we won't. But she's one of the very, very, very first people to ever reach out to me and be like, hey, I like your podcast. So I hold her very near and dear to my heart. And so when she's like, oh, hey, I want to know your opinion on this, I was actually looking for something to watch that night. She suggested it. Wada bam, bam. She showed me one of the cases that's pissed me off beyond no idea, and I've literally watched the movie now 3 times or so, and I think I'm watching it so many times because I'm waiting for a different ending, but the ending's never going to change. And this family, it's a family involved in this, they are the most worthless, disgusting, horrible people to ever walk this planet. And why the movie is named what it's named, I don't know. That has all to do with the killer and the planner of the killer, not the victim at all. And the fact that sometimes the victim gets messed up, like they get it mixed up, and like people refer to the victim as the movie is called Goodnight Sugar Baby. You can watch it on Amazon. Once again, shout out to my brother-in-law. Thank you, Dallas. But you can watch it on Amazon. It's a really good documentary. But that's not her name, and that's not what she went by. And so it's just really sad. I've watched a whole bunch of other stuff on it since, because like I said, it's just So this story is about Vera Jo Messersmith. She's also known as Vera Jo Regal, but I don't like to use that last name because that's also the last name of the stepfather who sexually molested her and abused her. And so I don't like it. So we're going to go with Messersmith because that's what she should go by. So she was 24 when she was murdered, and she was murdered on March 26th, 2011. Her naked, beaten body was found on the railroad tracks in Ohio, in Finland, Ohio. And by the way, shame on you, Ohio, for this case. Shame on you. So, this case is one of the most heartbreaking cases in, I'm not going to say all of Ohio because I don't know Ohio's like history, but so far, this is the worst thing I've come across that's come out of Ohio. And it's just absolutely horrible. So, Vera was challenged. That's a good word. Challenged. She had the mind of a young child. They believe to be at least like 8 years old or so, is what they believe. So when she was a baby, well, not a baby, like growing up, I guess, her father raped her when she was 11 years old. She never really got along with the family portion of it, they say. But then again, in the documentary, her sister seems very close to her. Her mother seems like they were close. I mean, I don't know. I guess we should take that back. Let's just say she was nice and okay with her family. And I'm just reading this off of one of the news articles from Ohio, because there's not like a Wikipedia or anything like that. You can go to the movie background, but that's about it. So, okay, so sweet Vera. Now we know she has the mind of an 8-year-old, and her father was horrible. She's been molested. So we know her story, right? We kind of know the backstory. Well, When she was 19 years old, she meets this little fuckbag retard punk ass little ew. Ew. He is an ew. His name is Zachary Brooks. Ugh. Filth. Trash. Ugh. Gross. He's 13 years old at the time. And this is a year and a half before she dies. No. Sorry. Wrong math. Then they have a child. Not death. Children. Well, it signed her death, pretty much. It really did. So, she's living with the Brooks, okay? And this is literally, every town has one. My town has one. And the minute I watched this story, the family I'm thinking of just popped into my head, and I was like, ugh. And they are just like, they are the people, okay, you guys are true crime fans. So Devil's Rejects, that family, like, just, ugh, like, gross, nasty. They always think they're cool. They always think they're fucking gangsters for some reason. Maybe Devil's Rejects isn't a good comparison because I love that movie. I don't know. These people just suck. And they're just gross. The whole fucking family. Anywho. So like I said, she's 19 years old. She gets in a relationship with Zachary. But mind you, she doesn't have the capacity of a 19-year-old. Well, in the area of Ohio, I guess the Brooks family is known to be a bunch of fucksticks, which obviously, like I told you, they're very horrible, disgusting people. Well, it's led by the most disgusting person of them all, Sherry Brooks. This bitch is nasty. She is horrible. She's a pedophile. She's a quote-unquote gang leader, and she is just what they say, someone you don't want to mess with. She don't look that fucking scary, fat, nasty. Ugh, she's so gross. Well, they say she's so frightening, but then again, this fucking heifer's in a goddamn wheelchair, and you guys will understand why I'm being mean to her. Literally, go watch this movie, and then you're gonna be like, okay, everything you said, fair game. You can even watch it on YouTube. Anyway, so she's the mother of 9 children. She has had all of these children taken away from her at one point in time for one thing or another. One instance is her sister, Sherry's sister, goes to her house and she knocks on the door. Well, I guess in Ohio, there's just what this documentary makes it seem like is there's just a big, huge fucking train track through the whole middle of Ohio. Anywho. So you think that this is like they live next to the train tracks. Anywho, so the sister's knocking on the door, right? She's like, ding, 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 I'm here to see you. Ding, ding, ding. And Sherry's not answering the door. So she's like, I'm going to welcome myself in because it's my sister's home. When she does that, she finds Sherry's nasty bitch ass sucking the wiener of the baby. A baby. She's holding a baby up by his little armpits, sucking his wiener. That's what they find. And then another instance is she finally has a daughter. For some reason, she's obsessed. Herself was molested by her father, which turned into like a love affair with her father. Because even though after she was taken away from the state, Sherry was when she was a child for neglect and everything else because she also came from poor roots, she went back to her daddy. Oh, dude, she fucked up in the head. She's just so fucked up on so many more levels. They compare this family to the Charles Manson family, but I can't do that to Charles. Like, I can't do that to Charlie. It's not fair. Anywho, so mainly the reason all of her kids were being taken away is sexual abuse or neglect. She even had a little girl at one point in time that I guess she was very, very protective of this little girl. They call her Maria in the movie, so we'll go with it. Not, like I said, none of these children. Some of her children, shockingly, come back to her, which blows my mind. But anyway, so this baby girl, She's very protective, doesn't let anybody hold her or whatever have you. And then finally one night she tells her mom, she says, hey, why don't you give me my son? You take the baby, you guys go. Turns out the baby was bleeding from the vagina, and she wanted her mom to take him because the police were telling her to take this baby to the doctor to get it examined. Sherry literally is the worst of the worst of the worst type of people in the world. She is absolutely horrible. Ugh. So when they take her in, dude, they make her like a slave, okay? She does all this chores. She has to sleep with a pig in a closet. Like, they make her sleep with the pig. Zach's always beating her up. Zachary is always beating her up. He's a little fuck. He's just a little fuck. And she also has to rub Sherry's feet because I guess Sherry has problems with her feet because of diabetes, because she's gross and disgusting. She's still alive too, by the way, so fuck you, Sherry. But she really just wanted her for her disability check, and everybody knew that Vera was being abused. 2 months before her murder, the police showed up at the house and found her with bruises, a broken nose, and everything else. She never got to, like, when she would go to these places, Sherry would be there, and so she couldn't talk to these people freely, and no one ever thought in the wildest of dreams to take her aside away from these horrible people and be like, hey, it's okay. We can help you. We can get your baby and take your baby. Because Sherry told Zachary if this baby, when he got her pregnant, and she wanted her kids to have children by the age of 16 so that she could be a grandma, when she got her pregnant, she told Zachary, she's like, if this is a girl, you're giving me the girl. And Zachary was like, okay, I'm fucked up in the head too. Sure, Mom, you can have it. And so it's just absolutely horrible. There was even another girl who got pregnant by one of her children. And I say this, and I have no quarrel saying this. Thankfully, she lost the baby, and she escaped this miserable fucking family and got reconnected with her own family and left that situation and went on to bigger and better things that obviously aren't the Brookses, because the Brookses are just nothing but poo-poo. At least the older generation. I don't know about the kids afterward, because Sherry still has access to grandchildren and everything else. Like, this horrible fucking cow is just living her life. And then she has this son, the leader, I guess. He's the leader of the family. They all claim that they're gangbangers. Unscariest gang I've ever seen in my life. Non-threatening. So, they say that this guy, who I guess the parents listen to him. By the way, the husband of Sherry is just some punk ass fucker who just sits there and lets all these horrible things happen and doesn't stand up to anybody or say anything. Anywho, so Bunky, that's his name. No disrespect. R.I.P. Bunky. Anyway, he was the leader of the family, and he, I guess, would have been the only one who would have put a stop to this fucking nonsense. Everybody else just let it happen. Literally let it happen. Like, they all would sit on the couch and watch this shit happen. And we have crazy cousin Daniel, who goes to jail for some time. Well, when he gets out of jail, him and his fucking bitch ass girlfriend come over to the Brooks' house. And I don't even know, dude. Like, so they start beating her up, Vera up, and they would beat her up, and then they would go and have sex, and then they would come down and beat her up some more. But all of the beatings took place in Shuri's room. All of them. Like, Shuri was sick and twisted. And I guess at one point in time too, Vera, they say, quote unquote, accidentally dropped bricks on her feet. If I was her, I would have dropped those bricks on that fucking fat cow's feet on purpose. Anyway, but she got beat up for that. And Shuri also told Zachary that she pushed her own baby into a coffee table. So she got beat up for that. Like, Vera was getting beat up all the time. It was horrible. She even went, I think it was the day of the murder, I believe, or the day before the murder. They beat her up so badly, and they took her to lunch. Like, they stopped beating her up to take her to lunch. She didn't even order her own food. She was horribly beaten. Even after she left, the people at the restaurant had a moment of like, ha ha ha. Oh, she looked like she was hit by a Mack truck. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, the Mack truck. Bunky was ran over by a truck. I guess he was on his way to go get heroin, and a vehicle passerby did not see him. He was walking along the road with his girlfriend. They were not seen. He was struck and he was killed. Honestly, this is just one of those families where it's like, when one goes out, you're like, okay, it's not such a bad thing. You're on to bigger, better things. Amen. God bless. And so, yeah, cousin Daniel, when he gets out, he has, like I said, the 17-year-old girlfriend. Her name is Nicole. They fell in love in jail. It's very heartwarming and very cute. From the hood, they fall in love. And they start telling crazy cousin that fucking sweet, precious baby girl is the one who killed Bunky. Like, she wasn't even there. He was walking with his girlfriend the night of his death. She wasn't even there. Vera wasn't even there. Wasn't even there. And they're like, yeah, Vera killed Bunky. She did it. She did it. And then they also say that she killed one of the hood rats that was banging one of the Brooks's babies by spraying fucking mace in the house. And it just turned into this whole shit show. Like, literally, they all sat there on their asses and did nothing to protect this chick. Even in the movie, they asked Shuri, they're like, well, why did you sit here and be worthless and like not get her help? And she's like, what was I supposed to do? Tell them to get my phone and bring it to me? And she's like listing off all these people. She's like, they just sat there. They just sat there. They just sat there. And she even gets to one of the little hood rats and she's like, her fat ass just sat there on the couch playing on her phone. So, like, literally, poor Vera was just in a house with a bunch of people who didn't give a care about her, when they were just using her as gain and really just wanting her uterus. Sherry was so fucked up in the head and so twisted that she literally had her drink 3 bottles of castor oil. If any of you guys have ever had castor oil in your life, it is the nastiest, grossest, thickest, grossest, nastiest shit you'll ever have in your life. She made her drink 3 bottles of this to try to make the baby come on her birthday. It didn't even work. The baby came a day later and then had a bunch of heart problems and everything else and went to the ICU and everything else. It was horrible. Like, what they did to this family is insane. And it turns out that Shuri's love for little girls goes back, way back to when Vera was little. Because in the apartment building where Shuri lived in when she was getting all of her kids taken away, fucking Vera's parents lived downstairs. And Shuri even openly admits to being an incestual person. That her and her cousin have a child together and they are in love. The child's name, I believe, is Daniel. Like, y'all, like, this is just the caca. Like, it's just. And the only reason I'm being so mean to these people is because literally they get away with this whole murder. The only people who actually go to jail for murder and having like that put into the title is the cousin and his girlfriend. Nasty ass Sherry, Zachary's little gross ass, which by the way, you can watch fucking videos of him YouTubing, like not YouTubing, rapping. He says the N-word a lot and he's a gross little white boy. So like, especially now in the world, everybody should go and eat this guy alive. He's just disgusting. He's absolutely horrible. There's videos of them like of the Brooks boys, like they're in this little gang, right, or whatever, and there's videos of them that they post on the internet, on YouTube, like of sucker punching people. They're just a bunch of punk ass, disgusting, fucking, I'm guessing the shit of Ohio, the gross, disgusting shitbags of Ohio, and poor Ohio just has to deal with these disgusting people. And it's just absolutely horrible. When they found her body, Vera's mother didn't even get to be the one who like went and identified her. They went and had Sherry's bitch ass do it because the cops saw, like one of the officers was like, "Oh my god, I was at a house call earlier this month where she was beaten up. I did nothing. I didn't even do my job. I left her there. Shocker, now she's dead." So the night that she was taken out of the house, she was taken out by, like I said, Daniel, Nicole, Zachary were there. They take her to the train tracks. They plan this whole thing. Literally, Vera gives everybody an alibi, a story, what to do. The train tracks that they took her to and that she died at, I guess Shuri's nephew, who was the same age as Zachary, died there. He was smooshed by the train. Well, according to Sherry, this is Sherry's words, quote, "turned into hamburger meat," end quote. So that's why they took her there, is because they were hoping that the train tracks would turn her into hamburger meat and she wouldn't be so easily identified. She was stabbed in the legs. They made her get naked because the knife was so dull because they took it from their home fucking butcher block, which I'm assuming was just as trashy as they are. Anyway, so they take it and it won't go through Vera's sweater. So they make her get naked and like they throw her clothes all over the place. They make her leave with no shoes. She has no shoes on. Like, it's just the worst of the worst. And then they stab her in the leg. They leave her away. They leave her there to die. Literally, to die. And she uses every last little bit of strength that she has in her sweet little body and curls up in a ball. Okay? The underneath the train is 13 inches high. Her ball that she rolled in, her fetal position was 12. She was literally saved by an inch. It's just absolutely horrible. So, like, she was intact, is what I'm meaning by that. She used her last little bit of energy to be like, "Fuck you, fucking Brooks, bitch ass people." Ugh, God, it's so horrible. So, the filmmaker is David Mills, who went to school with Shuri and Vera's father and made the documentary. It's called Goodnight Sugar Babe, which I guess they say is like, well, Shuri's nasty ass says that that's the last thing Vera says to her. It's like, good night, before leaving the house. And everybody in there's even one girl in the documentary, I just want to smack her. She goes, "Vera was looking at me for a way out, but I did nothing. I just let her leave, so..." And like they all make jokes and like crack jokes. The night that they kill her, they go to a party afterward and like they start telling everybody that they did it. And like their whole thing was like, Nicole's one thing, she's like, "I finally earned my teardrop." And her and Sherry hugged, embraced, and laughed. And like, I don't even know, dude. Like, Shuri herself believed she was a gang member because she's one of those disgusting old gross people that like refuses to grow old. And like, even though she's old as fuck and gross and fat and like ew, she thinks that like she's hot and banging and like younger and cool. And so it's super sad for her. But like, I don't know, it's just super gross. Everything, the whole thing is so gross. So it was just, the documentary is just to show the truth of that, like, these people literally got away with murdering this poor girl. And like, don't get me wrong, the people of this town in Ohio, they had an uproar. There was like, I think it's a Facebook group, like Voices for Vera, or Justice for Vera. It's one of those. But like, they knew. Her family and everybody knew. Sherry, Zachary, all of them should all be locked up, the keys thrown away, and it's just horrible. And it's just to show that the Brooks family is literally ran and controlled by Sherry's disgusting human life and is just absolutely horrible. In 2015, Sherry was sentenced to 40 months in prison on drug trafficking charges. Zachary Brooks was found guilty of obstruction to justice, oh my god, and misleading police and threatening witnesses in her murder investigation, and he was sentenced to 4 years in jail in 2011. But like I said, he has a YouTube channel and it's called Zachary Brooks. It's not smart, it's not thought out or anything. And he raps about how hardcore he is. It's actually kind of gross, but you can watch it if you want. Give him a good old thumbs down. The comments were good. I liked the comments on it. Some people were like, oh, you guys are trash, which they are. And so, like, I don't know, guys, like, this just rubbed me raw. Like, how can a whole family be so open about all their dirt, all their dirtiness, and everything else? Everybody in the town's like, oh, every one of them was in it. And only 2 of them go to jail for it. And why is Sherry, who literally has been slapped on the wrist her whole life, her children, her adult children are like, yeah, she molested me when I was younger too. She believes in sleeping in the bed with the children. Vera's daughter was sleeping in the same bed as Sherry. Okay, and Sherry believes the only way to show love to these children, from what the documentary and everything else I've read says, is through loving them, and not loving them like me and you love a child. We hug our children, and that's the extent. Maybe a kiss on the cheek, the forehead, whatevers. But no, she is a disgusting pedophile who has always been a pedophile since she was a very young girl. She's an habitual liar. She even made up lies when she came out of foster care at 16 years old, telling her mother that she had a baby in foster care, which was not true. It was just a baby that was in foster care with her. She just wanted the baby. Like, Sherry Brooks is a horrible, evil, disgusting person, and when she gets to meet her maker, it'll just be a better day for everybody in Ohio. Like, make that day a national fucking celebration day. And she even says on the documentary, she's like, you don't want to go on there saying I had anything to do with the murder. And I'm telling you right now, Sherry, you planned that murder. You're disgusting. You're horrible. And you deserve to rot along with the rest of every one of your nasty little children that had any part in it. And like, they live in squalor. And this is just the house, the rundown house that everybody goes to go and get bed bugs in and watch cockroach fights and like just caca. Like, it just literally, this documentary, it's a good one. I recommend it. I really do. It is one of the good ones that shows the unjust shit that actually goes on in the world, and that people are like, oh, my life is so unfair. Think about Sherry's family. Like, not all of Sherry's family is as horrible and disgusting as Sherry is, obviously. Something is not right with that lady. But her family is also in the documentary, and they say, like, something needs to happen to Sherry. Nothing's ever happened to her. And then poor Vera, dude, nothing was done to help this sweet, precious soul. Nothing. She dies at the hands of the Brooks family, and none of the Brooks pay for what they did. And they also try to blame it off on some black guy. Like, oh, some black random boyfriend of hers came into town, beat her up, murdered her, and fucking... Are you kidding me? That is just... These people are the people who need to be stopped. What person willingly, knowingly knows the background of Sherry Brooks and gives their children to her, or lets their children even call her grandmother, or even nonetheless calls her mother, especially after all of this? And Zachary, ugh. And everybody's like, oh, Zachary is a real ladies' man. Gross. Gross. And like, I truly believe that maybe passing away was probably the best thing that happened to Bunky, because it sounds like his family would have dragged him down. Unfortunately, these people are just horrible. Literally go and watch the documentary before you judge me, because once you watch this documentary, I shit you not, every one of you will be like, yep, 100%, you're right. Fuck these fuck ass fucking people. Caca. And like I said, go and watch it. It's called Goodnight Sugar Babe. You can watch it on YouTube, Amazon Prime. That's where I got it from. And girl, thank you so much for recommending this movie. Hopefully I did you justice and gave you the review of it you knew I would give you. So I just don't know. It made me mad, pissed me off. These people are horrible, and I just can't stand it that there's people that get away with shit like this in the world. Like, you got caught sucking a baby's wiener. Why are you not shot in the head? Like, I'm sorry, I'm putting that out there. And, like, that's, judge me or not, but, like, acts against children and acts against the people that cannot stick up for themselves chap my ass like no other. They really do. It's just not fair. This poor family got their sweet sister, daughter. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, she was somebody. The Messersmith family lost a precious soul at the hands of the Brooks family, and the Brooks had nothing done to them. And that's not okay. It's just absolutely horrible. And so, Vera Jo Messersmith. Such a hard last name. I hope you rest. And her baby thankfully did get taken away. Her baby is no longer in possession of the Brooks. Thank God. She was given up for adoption, and the Brooks don't know who adopted her or where she is or anything like that. And all of Sherry's previous children, except for the daughter, I believe, have all found their way back to her, and she found her way into their lives to manipulate them, from what the documentaries say. And so, like, I don't know, guys. Like, I'm having a really hard time with this one, because this family is just so horrible, and they are out there amongst the wonderful people of Ohio. Like, ew. So, yeah, go watch the movie. Tell me what you guys think of this documentary, because I just need to know I'm not alone in hating these people with every little ounce of me. So, like I said, go watch it. Tell me what you think. Let me know on Instagram at itiswhatitIs, pod19. All together, one word, no spaces. Also, Facebook, It Is What It Is, a true crime podcast. Leave me a comment down below on YouTube. It Is What It Is, a true crime podcast. Don't leave me a review, because you never leave me a nice one, so let's just skip that. You can go on Twitter at itiswhatitis208, because that's where I'm from. Kenny, I am going to get to yours. Like I said, I've really just had a bunch of personal stuff going on, and so I've just been down in the dumps. Took a step back. I'm here. We're present. Let's rock this bitch. We're fine. And Robin, I love you. Sorry you had to wait so long. Robin's case is also coming up. She picked one that has a good twist. That's just happened, so I gotta wait a minute, because I kind of want to know what happens to that fuckface in that one. The Golden State Killer, who is my number 2 of all time. All of his stuff is happening, and so I need to catch up on all of his stuff. And literally, the Golden State is the man who got me into all of this. When I was a very young little girl, he was the one who just sparked it all off for me. So we're going to go into that, and that's going to be like a 5-parter. Who knows how long that one's going to be. And it's just, we probably won't do 3 episodes a week, because I do work at night now, and now I'm working full time. It's a lot harder, whatever have you. My excuses are like assholes. All of us have one. But I'm still going to be here. So don't freak out. We're still going to have episodes. We're going to still have wittiness. we still have a Daybell update coming up. I mean, we still have shit to do, so don't fear. I am not going anywhere. I suffer from depression, folks. It's just that simple. So I have good days, I have bad days. But we're gonna rock this bitch. And we're gonna finish out 2020 strong. And hope to God and pray everybody stop doing your voodoos, that 2021 will be different, and we are almost there. Almost there. Schools are about to start. I don't know, guys. Things are hopefully just going to get a little better for everyone. Not just me. For everybody out there. I'm not the only one. So, yeah. This was the documentary, the story for today. Go watch it. It's heartbreaking. It's disgusting. You'll hate this family. If you live in Ohio, you will just, I don't know, want to grab your pitchforks and handle business. But I love every one of you. Have a good day.